Good morning, everybody. My name is Jared O'Leary. I've been drumming since 1998, and I still got plenty to work on today. I'm going to be working on limb independence in this practice stream. Think of it like office hours. I'm here to practice to improve, and if people have questions about drumming or teaching, then I answer them. Because I've been drumming for almost 30 years, and because I have a bachelor's, master's, PhD in music education, I get a wide range of questions across all of these different drumming live streams. But you can see in the timestamps of the description of all of these almost 500 live streams what I was practicing or what kind of a question I was answering. Now, if you want the more condensed version of these responses, I have this drumming tips playlist that has now over 17 hours of drumming Q&A in over 100 different videos on a range of different topics that people have asked me over the years of streaming. So, for example, drumming tip number 97 starts off by talking about 3 different types of flam taps and 1 exercise that you can use to work on those. And if it says in other drumming tips or in other teaching tips, that means there are more topics in there other than just whatever the title is. The title's the first thing in there. By the way, these members' first videos are all scheduled to release for free. So there's like 600-ish of them over. They're all coming out for free, I promise. Like, this one comes out on Friday, this one comes out the following Friday, and then there's a new play-along that releases every single day. So stay tuned for more. Now, I am not good at limb independence yet, so I'm going to have Shia LaBeouf here help motivate me. Shia is going to help me get into the mindset to be able to play limb independence. Today, I'm going to be practicing a really wacky pattern. I'll put it up there if you want to attempt to figure it out mentally, but it's a 3/4 straight over swung. You'll see. So to prepare myself for this, Shia LaBeouf is going to help me out. We're going to hide him because of copyright. Shia, help motivate me and everyone else. Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Oh, yeah, Shia LaBeouf, everybody's super motivated now. Thank you so much. One more flex for good luck. Now, I'm practicing today out of a book. The book that I'm practicing out of for limb independence is called 50 Ways to Syncopation. It's by Don Moyle. Highly recommend the book. Now, the way that I'm working on limb independence is largely based off of Gary Chester's idea of limb interdependence that he talks about in New Breed 1 and 2. I recommend all 3 of these books. Now, I've taken Dom's book and I put it inside of this particular spreadsheet that allows me to keep track of, like, how am I doing when playing all these different patterns. I've already played through and graduated from every single one of these, and I'm currently working on a pattern that is not in Dom's book, but it's a wacky one. So I'm going to play it at 115, and here's the pattern. If you're on the vertical, it's right here. If you're on the horizontal stream, it's right there. Now, the pattern is a Soca feel. So the Soca hi-hat pattern is... So if you're playing it with the drums, you might... Okay, so when doing it, you got the shup on the release, but it's just 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 4 EN. That's it. Very basic. But instead of playing 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 4 EN, I'm going to play them as triplets. So da-da-da, 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 triplet, 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 buckets, 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 Okay, so that makes it so it's a 3/4. So we're doing 3 of those hi-hat patterns in the space of 4 quarter notes as triplets. And the way we're doing this is that's technically a straight pattern while reading through charts in swung on the drums. So we're doing... swung 1/8 notes. Anything longer than an 1/8 note goes on the bass drum. So okay, so that was swung 1/8 notes, and then that was the quarter notes. That's what we're going to do while reading through some charts at 115. Now, I'm going to go to my website, but you can find all these resources on my YouTube channel's home tab. It's linked up here. If you go to /drum, that takes you to this page. So currently, there's 82 chop exercises. If you're a rudimental drummer like myself, there's over 1,000 grid variations in both triplet and 16th note, and then some wacky ones like hurt to grid. This is where I'm practicing. I'll get back to that in a second here. There's almost 500 marching bass drum exercises. I highly recommend marking time and focusing on these timing variations down at the bottom. And then you can get into the splits timing stuff, which simulates practicing being on a bass line without having a bass line there. You'll see if you actually play through this playlist. There's a bunch of drumline cadences. There's over 200 sight reading exercises. There's over 460 technique exercises. And then there's over 17 hours of drumming Q&A just in this playlist alone, as well as all these different scripted lessons like how to hold traditional grip, the stretch and massage routine that I'll do here in a few minutes, etc. But I'm practicing the limb independence section. In every single one of these playlists, it links to how to develop limb independence on the drum kit. So, since I'm playing swung charts, I'm doing it 115. I'm going to go inside of here. Now, yesterday when I was practicing, I started at the bottom and worked my way up. I'm going to do the opposite of that. I'm just going to start with number 1 and we'll work our way down. But here's, again, that video that I mentioned. If you're like, how do you develop limb independence? First step, don't start with this pattern I'm about to do. It requires parental permission to attempt it. It is very difficult. Second step, watch that video. Okay, so 115 beats a minute. Click. It's going to count off in my headphones. You can't hear it on your end because of sync delay, so I muted it, but I promise it's there. 2, 1, 2, ready, and... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, that's the quarter note. It's a 3/4, straight over swung. 1, 2, here we go. Whoops. Give me a second. Drum trigger's not working on all my snare hits, so I can't hear myself play. One, two, 1, 2, here we go. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in the hi-hat. So 3/4, straight over swung. 1, 2, here we go. Whoopsies. Keep hitting my stick. Because I'm using a drum trigger with the silent stroke heads, I gotta play the snare louder than I'd like to. And so it like doesn't trigger all the sounds if I play quieter. But then it makes it so I like hit my stick playing the hi-hat. 2, 1, 2. Oh, I'm glad he got the color of the drums too in those emotes. Or emojis. I can't speak. I love you. You know, it'd go a lot better if I wasn't hitting my sticks. Shame. Alright, last chart. And then we'll stretch and massage, and then we're going to review some patterns. But this one I'm still not good at yet. Overall, it still needs a lot of work. Yeah, so the issue that I was running into is, so the hi-hat, when I'm playing, doing that shup, I'm hitting the side of the stick rather than the beat of the stick on it. And so by doing that, it's lowering my wrist, my hand, and when I'm playing with the snare drum, it's hitting it. So I either got to do a fulcrum crossover or do like a wrist over wrist. Or raise the hi-hat, but then that slows you down. So I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm going to stretch and massage, and then I'm going to play another pattern. The next pattern that I'm going to play through is not that one. It's mostly technically proficient other than hitting my sticks. I had fun with it. But the next one I'm going to do, it's a review of one that was just kind of okay the other day when I reviewed it. It's pattern 16 out of Dom's book, and I'll put it up there so you can take a look at it if you'd like to and try and figure it out. Thank you for the like before we practice it. But first, we got to keep our hands nice and healthy. First stretch I'm going to do, take your sticks, hold them so that your palms are facing up, pull in, push through. Ooh, it feels good. There's a video called This Hand Routine Saved My Drumming under the Drumming Lessons playlist on my home tab of YouTube that has better camera angles for these stretches and some bonus stretches. But as somebody who's been drumming for almost 30 years, this helps keep my hands healthy and, you know, playing with a relaxed technique. And then there's like some stretches in that video for like if you do traditional grip or rotary motions like Steven's grip. But because I don't do those, I'm going to skip it. Next stretch I'm going to do is stretching the underside of the forearm. Oh, that feels great. So you could do it one at a time like this. You're stretching along here. Don't pull hard. If you do this one on the wall, you can do both hands at the same time. The lower you go, the deeper your stretch. I can't really demonstrate that here. So we're going to do this. And then switch. Ooh, it feels good. And now we're going to stretch the top side. So it's the opposite. So instead of doing it like this, you do it like this. So you're stretching up here. But this one you can do twice as fast by doing it on your legs. It's good. Again, don't push hard. You don't want to rip anything. That's bad. Last stretch. Finger to finger. So if you go to thumb, it goes twice as fast. But just trying to loosen everything up. Then we'll do a quick massage, and then we'll play the pattern that you see up on the screen, pattern number 16, which is a very open pattern, which for me, the limb independent stuff, those are some of the more difficult ones, is when there's a ton of space in it. So we'll review that one. We'll review pattern 24, and then we'll go... Oh, no, pattern 26. That one's going to give me some difficulty. It's a Songo feel. Uh-oh. Wish me luck. I remember that one taking a long time. Okay. Thumb on top. Massaging underneath. Highly recommend doing this at least once, if not twice a day. Try and prevent injuries. So when you're old like me, you can still drum. And next, massaging the back side of the hand with the fingers. The thumb is massaging the palm. Just gonna work your way around. You might need to spend more time on different parts of your forearms, hands, fingers than I am. Or maybe less. It depends on what you've been doing the last couple of days. Alright, base to tip, each one of the fingers. Quick little massage. And this is the last one, and then we'll play through that pattern. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, so this one, it is a slow 16th note swung. And you're going to play short notes on the snare drum, and then long notes on the bass drum. So 8th notes on the snare, anything longer than that on the bass drum, but in double time. So really, it's like playing quarter notes. Actually, I'll use this one to show you. With hi-hat on 3. So 1, 2, 3, or 1, no, wait. Hold on. Sorry, I need to pull this up on my screen. Make sure I'm doing it right. What speed? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. At 155. Okay. Okay. So when reading this, it's super slow. So those are the 8th notes. And those are the quarter notes. So we're going to do that with the charts. And since I just played through the charts 1 through 5, we'll just go to the next one in order. Again, if you cycle through these like 55 drum charts, it makes it so that when you're practicing this, you're actually sight reading through it as opposed to memorizing it. But I'm in the limb independence section of my home tab, but there's literally thousands more different like resources to help you out, including over 17 hours of me responding to questions on these live streams, these practice streams. But inside of here, I'm playing straight, and I'm going to do it at 155. So it's going to be the straight drum charts from 100 to 159. Whoop. I just did 1 through 5, so let's do 6 through 10. And if you're like, how do I develop limb independence? Watch this video. It's at the top of every limb independence playlist in my home tab. It's got steps to follow that I have demonstrated live on these practice streams. All right, 155. So, ding, ding, ding. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, and. It feels so open. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2. Here we go. That was weird. You can improvise on these top lines or just play the ostinato, whatever you want to do. Yeah, so it's the upbeats that are feeling a little wonky, but everything else feels more comfortable than it did when I reviewed this day or two ago. Ready? And... Oops. That was reading air. So that one, the way I wrote it was like intentionally trying to like mess with things. So like not having the snare on like 2 and 4, or not having the snare on 3, but in between on the and of 2. This one is a fun chart. I like it. It's also really good with the biome pattern, because the bass drum like lines up with the biome pattern. 1, 2, ready, and... Okay, so other than like the upbeat, it was like mostly technically proficient. And other than when Hooked on Phonics failed me and I read rhythm wrong. I'm so sorry. But I had fun with it. I like that pattern. It's just so open. There's so much space in it. So let's say we graduated from that review. So this one I played yesterday. And it was just kind of okay. It was meh. Which means it's not great. So let's make it so I can actually see it. Okay, so let's see here. Quarters on the cymbal, 3 on the hi-hat with the foot. Snare plays the short notes, bass drum plays the long notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that one's gonna be weird. Okay. I can see why. It's another one of those open ones where the hi-hat's on 3. That's funny. Okay, so keeping track of this progress here. We did it at 180 last time. By the way, if you want to get your own like version of this like template that column A keeps track of how you're doing on average whenever you're practicing like an exercise or limb independence or whatever, you can just put in whatever stuff you want on there. There's actually a drumming tips video. If you scroll all the way down on my home tab into the tips and lessons section, inside of here, this has over 17 hours of me responding to like different questions that people have asked on the streams, like how do I get better at performing, or how do I get better at teaching? Because I've been drumming for almost 30 years and because I've taught every grade, kindergarten through doctoral student, there's a wide variety of like questions that people have asked on here. But drumming tip number 74, how journaling can help drummers. This one has in the description and in the pinned comment a template. So if you click on this, then it just like, boop, it creates a new template for you so you can go through and work on this on your own. That's funny. So the patterns that I was just working on, you could see when I recorded this talking about the importance of like using a journal. You can see like the progress I made on these. Cool. Hello on the vertical. But anyways, we're playing this at 180, was it? It started talking in my ear. That's funny. I only need one Jared talking in my ear. Okay, so 180, and we're doing pattern 24. Why, hello. Triple highs. Wow. All the highs. Whoops, I scrolled past it. Limb independence section. This is a straight pattern. So we're gonna play it at 180, so I'm going to straight drum charts from 160 to 240. If you want to go slower, these playlists go as slow as 40. And if you want a swung version, there's 4 of them here. But inside of here, boop, this video shows you how to develop limb independence. So check that out. If you're like, how do I do this? It just takes lots of practice. You can do it. It's not something you're innately born with. I promise. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Okay. Wish me luck. This was just kind of meh yesterday. 1, 2, ready, and... Okay, so 8th notes on the snare drum. Anything longer than that is on the bass drum. This feels so fast. Am I right on this? 1, 2, ready, and... One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it feels easy, but the hi-hat on 3 is the weird part for me. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... Thank you for the like on YouTube Vertical. Okay, 2 more charts. The brain wants to tell you it's wrong. Oh yeah, unfortunately. Sweet! Last chart. And then we'll try another pattern that we're going to review. 1, 2, oh, it's the Songo. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that felt better than yesterday, significantly. Yay! Mostly technically proficient, and I had fun with it. Yay! Progress. Okay, next one we're reviewing. Again, focus on stuff you're not good at. This is me reviewing stuff. We started the stream by playing that 3/4 straight over Swung, because I'm not good at it yet. So if you look at column A, which keeps track of the average of it, that one still needs a lot of work, on average, compared to all these other ones that I've already graduated from. Yay. Man, I played that song so many times. It's like on continuous repeat. Fairly large high school. Okay, Songo pattern. I forget this one. Alright, we're gonna have myself here. What pattern is this? 26? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. You can do it on the hi-hat as well. However you want to do it. Yeah. So this one, all you're doing is 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. It's super easy. But the bass drum is on the and a 2, and then it's on 4. It's almost like a bione, which has an extra bass drum on the downbeat, and hi-hat in 2 and 4, where you go. That one bops. I love it. But this one has so much more space in it, and without that bass drum on 1, it feels weird. Let's see. Okay, wish me luck. This one, if I remember correctly, it took me a long time to get through and make it sound okay. Yeah. All right, so 180 beats a minute. Okie dokie. All right, so we're going to go back to the home tab. Thank you for the like on the horizontal. Scrolling down. In the limb independent section, this is another straight pattern, so I'm going to go into here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, wise Leary, I don't know about that. On some things, and on other things, I am... You don't want my advice. We're going into straight charts. We're going to do the next set of charts, which is 16 through 20, apparently. And we're doing it at 180. Okie dokie. How goes it? It goes good. Tyler, I should have the play-alongs tomorrow. I'm going to, I think, finish them up, hopefully today, and be able to upload them tomorrow and work on the descriptions and whatnot. And I'll put them in a playlist and I'll send it to you. So stay tuned for that. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, tomorrow evening I'll be able to have those. So we shall see. All right, Songo feel. I'm stalling. All right, we can do it. I believe in myself. Do it with the power of Shia LaBeouf. Okay. Okay. Oops. Gotta flip that over. No! No! Couldn't see all of it. Restart. Mulligan. You did not see that. Sweet. Yeah, I'll send it to you. In draft format. So you can see what it looks like. Yikes! That was a hard chart to start with this. Honestly, it went way better than I thought it would. 1, 2, here we go. Why is this chart easier and I can't play it? Brain. Interesting. Why can I play it when it's a harder chart, but when it's an easier chart, my brain's like, nope. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and. You can do it. Ganbatte. Oh, 1, 2, here we go. Take it if you like. Okay, that one was like written for the Songo. Okay, last chart for this pattern. 1, 2, here we go. Mostly okay. The first chart was like the hardest one, and then the second chart was way easier, and I was just like, how do I play that? So it's mostly technically proficient. I was making progress on it. I'm gonna mark it as to review it tomorrow again, because I want to make sure that that wasn't like a fluke. So we'll come back to this tomorrow. Next one to review. What's this one? Let me paste it in there. And how fast? 7 beats a minute. Okay, I did it at 120 last time. Apparently this one I breezed through. Swung cymbal, ding, 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 ding. Snare shape plays a shuffle pattern. Okay, so hi-hats on 2 and 4 and the bass drum plays a line. Oh, okay. That first line is funky. Or rather lyrical. Yeah, so the if you mean the first line of the music and not the first line of the vamp. Yeah, I try and make them singable. So like very melodic sounding when I write these out. It takes me a long time to do it. Cuz like it's not just like rhythms, but like the short long is its own melody. And I really like to write the weird stuff where it like bleeds over the bars. Thank you for the like on the vertical. So it'll have like one of the charts is entirely 5/8 in 4/4. And then there's multiple that are in 3/4. Anyways, okay, so pattern 27 at 100 beats a minute. 120 beats a minute. I can number. Good job. Back to the home tab. Scroll down, limb independent section. We're now doing a swung chart. We haven't done one of these in a while. 120, so I'm going to go inside of here. We just did 16 through 20, so let's do 21 through 25. Again, don't practice the same ones over and over, so that way you can work on sight reading. I'll add more, but right now there's 55, so that should hopefully keep you busy for a while. Sorry, I see a question. Any advice for teaching septuplet lasers to 7 baseline? This is a joke here, not doing this. Yeah, the advice is don't. Actually, there would, if so, let's say that wasn't a joke. if that wasn't a joke, if you were to do under the marching bass drum section, under the timing transitions, there's actually quite a few things to work on septuplets. So like this is eighth notes into septuplets, and then it's triplet into septuplets. So it goes through like each variation, each permutation and whatnot. But like this is quintuplet to septuplet. So like they could actually like literally practice doing some of those. But my actual advice is don't. But you know, if you want to spend all season working on that one thing, you can. Here we go. What am I playing again? Oh yeah. Okay, so the drum trigger is not going to pick up all of the shuffle notes I'm going to play on snare, but it's okay, it's not the melody. So we're going to try and keep it low. What if we change it? So triplet, 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 triplet. Still technically the same thing, you're just shifting it, permutating it. I don't know if I can do this. Okay, well that was fun, but that's not how it's written, so let's let's play shuffle. So the shuffle is just on the snare, but keep it low. 1, 2, here we go. Now I'm trying to play the way I just did. Now this is hard, as if everything else wasn't. Yeah, I mean, limb independence is one of those things where, like, some of them are deceptively difficult, where it's like, this is way harder than it looks. But I like it. It, like, tickles my brain that I don't get anywhere else. The level of coordination that it requires. Thank you for the like. Like, being able to, like, talk while playing that, technically making a 5-way independence, like, it just, oh, my brain is just like, how? The answer is practice. 1, 2, read that wrong. Yeah, I like read it wrong and then it was like hard for me to jump back on. That was weird. Mostly technically proficient. The weirdest part was like when I switched from the to, and then I went back to that, like messed with my brain a little bit, but it was a fun challenge. So it's mostly technically proficient. A little bit of hooked on phonics issues, but we reviewed it. Yay. Let's see. Philly Joe Way. What is that? I don't remember. I haven't played this one in months. Okay, paste it in there so you can see it too. I'm pulling up Don's book so I can figure this out. So, 50 Ways of Syncopation. This is number 28 out of his book. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, so... Okay. Ooh! Ooh! Okay. 110. Okay. Alright, so I'm going back to the home tab. I need straight charts. So we're going to the limb independence. And I'd at 110. I'm going to go into straight charts. From 100 to 159. We just did 21 through 25. So 26 through 30. And in the timestamps of the description of all these thousands of free play-alongs, you can jump to whatever BPM you want, like 110. Or 744, whatever you want. That was a joke. They go from like 20 to 240-ish. So 8th notes on the snare drum. Anything longer than that on the bass drum. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... Read that wrong. If this were like way faster, it would sound really cool. But we're not there yet. I'm not there yet. You might be. 2, 1, 2, here we go. Why instruments are so successful for recovery from neurological other related injuries? Yeah, I actually have, I know why. Part of it is because I've taken some classes on it. But my wife is a music therapist. And back in World War II, they started to do music therapy for veterans who were injured and like variety of injuries. And so it's heavily research based, or at least can be, but the neurological music therapy research has found that because of the whole brain activity involved with like macro and micro movements, depending on like what you're working on. So like a macro movement being something big, and then smaller movements being like your finger movements or embouchure control or whatever it is that you're working on. It basically uses like majority of your brain, which is why people will be like, music is a whole brain, but it's making connections that were once lost, like to like an injury or something, and it allows the brain to basically bypass the damage. So by learning something musical, one, it's fun. So like learning like speech therapy. Oops. It's way more interesting to sing a song instead of like sit there and just practice like motions or sounds. Sorry, it's hard to like read this and say it at the same time. But with like speech therapy, music therapy is like significantly more effective, which is why like a lot of speech therapists are upset at music therapists when they come into like schools or whatever, because they're more effective. No offense, but they are. But it's because it's more something you're more likely to do, the therapy, the treatment, as compared to like physical therapy, which might be boring or painful. But the other factor is the fact that it's like requiring so much of your brain. If you knew Susie like I knew Susie, then you would like her too, like her too, like her too. If you knew Susie like I knew Susie, then you would like her too, like her too, like her too. Yeah, so the two main factors is largely whole brain, majority of brain, because you're using small motions, large motions, etc. when making music. And then the motivational factor is much more interesting to actually like make music than it is to do drills of like speech therapy drills or physical therapy drills. So it is one of the reasons, those are two of the reasons why music therapy is way more effective than a lot of other approaches. The thing with music therapy though is like there are people who call themselves like, I'm a sound healer, or like, oh, I'm a clarinetist, so I'm gonna go play music to people in hospice, therefore it's music therapy. It's like, no. There's actual research-based music therapy practices from like board-certified music therapists, and then there's people who say they're doing music therapy because they're making music, and those two things are not the same. So like if people are interested in like music therapy for people who are on hospice, there are like things that you can do with like legacy building music therapy projects that you can do with them to help them create artifacts like that, like music or songs or whatever that can be like shared generationally. But there's also things that they can do to like help them process the grief of knowing that they have a terminal illness and that they're on hospice, or etc. So there's a lot of really cool things that music therapists can do, but you need an actual music therapist to do it. And there's different types of music therapy that like certifications and things that you can get to focus on different things, whether it's like rehabilitation, like for being able to walk, or like micro movements, or there's the speech language pathology sides of music therapy that you can do through like singing. There's a ton of really cool stuff. So there are some programs in the US that offer music therapy programs as degrees, but it's more common, last time I checked, in like Europe. But music therapy has been going on for decades, and there's a ton of research on it. And it's a really interesting field that if people are interested in learning more about it, I highly recommend it. It's really cool. How on earth am I discussing highly complex topics? Achieving these things? Lots of practice. I mean, it's not like the playing was amazing, but part of that was because I was responding to a complex question while sight reading stuff. But it was mostly technically proficient while playing that, and I had fun with it. Yay, Philly Joe way. Hurrah! We reviewed it. Nanji desu ka? Okay, so it's been an hour. I'm going to do this one next time. What is it? Swung, cymbal, hi-hat, and tune 4. Oh, okay, yeah, so you're basically going to just like ding, 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 ding. And then you read through the pattern on the bass drum, but I'll do that next time. I'm going to review, again, this one that still needs a lot of work. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Paste. Okay. This will take a moment to explain. I will not be able to talk while playing this. That's for sure. Okay, so Soca pattern. This is the hi-hat pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's the pattern that I'm going to play as triplets. So it's going to go triplet, 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 triplet. Buckets, buckets, buckets. So when doing that, how do I want to demonstrate it? I'm going to play the eighth notes on the snare, swung, and play anything longer than that on the bass drum. Okay, so that gives that 3 over 4 straight over swung. Okay? It's weird. And we just did it at 115 when we warmed up. Let's do it again at 115, because I'm still not good enough yet. Story of my life. 26 through 30. Okay, so we're going to do next charts. Swung charts. Beep. That one. 31 through 35. Okay. And we're doing it at 115. Click. In the timestamps of all these thousands of resources, you can jump to whatever BPM you want. Two, one, two, ready, and... That's the quarter note. While going 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Here we go. Read that wrong. I'm so sorry. Unsub. It's still not good enough, says Paul Reddick to his lines on finals morning. It's so true, though. I still have imposter syndrome. 1, 2, nothing's good enough for me. except for my wife. Whoa. You did not see that. I was changing my, like, crossover, and it, like, screwed me up. I think I'll stick with the fulcrum. Ugh. It's not like this is hard. This is easy. 3/4, straight over swung. Come on, Jared. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can do it. 2 more charts. Just gotta focus. Use all my brain. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... So again, here's the 8th note. So the quarter note. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. No! Turns out 5/8 over 3/4 is a little hard. Yeah, so the first couple lines there and 5/8. 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3. Man, that's hard. Hence why, on average, still it needs a lot of work. But you know, if we go back on a positive, if we go back like a month, 2 months ago when I first started learning this pattern, I couldn't even play the ostinato at all. If you don't believe me, you can go back to the streams. But you know, progress is being made. We'll continue to make more progress tomorrow. So tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll start off with that one. We'll use that as the warm-up. And then I'm going to review through a few more of these that I haven't played in a while. And once I get through all of these as a review, Then I'm going to do a stream where I do every single one of these in one sitting. One chart for each one. We'll do it roguelike, so if I mess up once, then I have to start all over. Just kidding. That stream would never end. Anyways, if you want to find these charts on my home tab of YouTube, this is where you can find literally thousands of free exercises. So if you go here, you have to click on the header for each of them. So if you're a rudimental drummer like myself, I'm masquerading as a drum kit player. But if you click on the header for this, this has a ton of fun stuff to do for rudimental drummers. I highly recommend checking out the shopping sprees. There's some really cool old school ones in there that are fun to play. There's over 1,000 grid variations inside of here. Triplet and 16th note. There's also the section that I was practicing today is the limb independent stuff. Every one of these playlists links to this second video, how to develop limb independence on the drum kit. So if you're like, how do I get better at limb independence? Watch this video. Promise it helps. But if you scroll down, there's also marching bass drum stuff. There's drumline cadences and score format. There's sight reading exercises. There's just under 500 technique exercises. Again, organized in the playlist. And there's over 17 hours of me giving some tips and lessons. So this playlist has over 17 hours. And then this one is like scripted lessons where I like, hey, here's how you do this very specific thing, like hold traditional grip or whatever. But this is where I'm answering questions live on stream. It's just edited down into 17 hours of responses, over 100 videos. The title is the topic. The first thing that I talk about, like what do you listen for with stick control? But if it says, and other drumming tips, that means there are more topics in there that are not related to it. But if it does not say that, like number 100, where it says, so you're thinking of getting a doctorate in music, this is just under 15 minutes of me answering the question of whether or not it's worth it to get a doctorate in music education, which I have, so I'm qualified to talk about that. But I'm going to call it here. I'll be back on Drum Kit again tomorrow. We're going to keep grinding out this limb independent stuff. But I'm going to get ready for Borderlands 4, which I'll jump on in like 15, 20 minutes because I got to move everything. But thank y'all for stopping by. I appreciate you. And if you enjoy these resources, just share either my website, which is jaredoleary.com/drum, and it's here, or share my YouTube channel, whatever you prefer. But I hope you have a good rest of your day, and goodbye.